Yeah, you played it. Was I in here?
Good morning. Good morning,
Bitch, I
Charlie.
really don't remember that part. Or I must be high.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the girl who just went down, she got it all wrong. So he stabbed Zay, and Zay was talking him down, trying to stop him, trying to figure out what was going on. And he said, Zay said he had to get the gab, so he was trying to talk him down and trying to stop to see what was going on. And Zay was like, and the boy was like, no, you're trying to trick me, you're trying to trick me. It's not like Zay was trying to come on to him or nothing like that. It wasn't like that. Zay was sleeping. They wasn't drunk. It was nothing like that. I feel like it was just planned from the jump. It wasn't, yeah, they were making a mess. No cap.
Okay, should I just play it? Let me just fucking play it. Cause I didn't catch this, y'all. I was listening. Bitch, look. Girl, y'all claim I was sitting here. I must have zoned out, girl. Sometimes I do zone out. Like, I probably didn't catch that part. I probably was hitting the blunt. Just stuck on what he said 5 minutes. You never know. So we need to go back. What's the timestamp? Can somebody give me this timestamp?
No, 36 vintage. Right here. And I got stabbed in my
15 minutes.
arm. And then I got, I'm like, hey, what's going on? You know, good morning. How you feeling? Do you need something for your stomach, for your head? They was like, no, I'm good. And I was like, all right, well, I'm about to go back to sleep. Thank you, Kansas. I'm like, well, I'm about to go back to sleep. And it was like, all right, get your rest, right? So next thing you know, I woke up and I was being stabbed in my sleep, right? So I was being stabbed in my sleep. And I didn't know I was stabbed at first. So I got stabbed in my neck, right here. And I got stabbed in my arm. And then when I was kicking, you can see the little bit of my legs right here. Got a little holes in them. A little nicks in my leg. So I stabbed probably 4 or 5 times while I was asleep.
Go back some.
And I woke up.
Flip it back. Rewind it.
So I just started fighting.
Why y'all ain't tell me?
Y'all didn't get to telling me what stuff means. So when I read that the first time, it was like material gods be stolen.
No garlic.
So,
You meant
towards the end, they said pigs was
spell
stolen. Because I didn't know what
fast forward it. Y'all annoying me.
I love y'all materials. I love y'all. But okay, so basically,
so fast forward. Okay, I'm not gonna listen no more.
Night, laying down. They laid it down early because I guess their stomach was hurting. Whatever was going on with them, they laid it down early. They laid it down probably 1:30, probably 12. If I'm not mistaken, but I know I laid it down at 6. Crawled in the bed, went to sleep. And I woke up. I woke up around a certain time that I'm not gonna say because I can't get into detail. But I woke up around a certain time and they was already up. So by them being already up, I just turned over and I had said, I'm like, hey, what's going on? Good morning. How you feeling? Do you need something for your stomach, for your head? They was like, no, I'm good. And I was like, all right, well, I'm about to go back to sleep. Thank you, Kansas. I'm like, well, I'm about to go back to sleep. And it was like, all right, get your rest, right? So next thing you know, I woke up and I was being stabbed in my sleep, right? So I was being stabbed in my sleep. And I didn't know I was stabbed at first. So I got stabbed in my neck, right here. And I got stabbed in my arm. And then when I was kicking, you can see the little bit of my legs right here. Got a little holes in them. Little nicks in my legs. So I said probably 4 or 5 times while I was asleep or whatnot, and I woke up instantly and I just started fighting, so I just started fighting. I can't tell y'all what I got to damn with. I'm trying to leave out certain stuff because they told me leave out certain stuff. She actually told me, she said, I don't care if you go live or not, but I'm letting you know, if I was you, I would leave out certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm catching Z's and
they don't want me to fast forward it. So we gonna let it play out.
I'm trying to tell you, I didn't know I was stabbed at first. So I instantly was just laying down on my back and I'm just fighting, right? So as I'm fighting, I'm realizing because I didn't even get the yarn, scratch, or nothing. And I'm realizing while I'm fighting, and it was him, the person I've been chilling with for the past few days. So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait, hold on. I stopped. I said, why are we fighting? What's going on? Talk to me. What's going on? We good? Why are we fighting? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? The reason I stopped too, because I was out of breath so quick and I got tired super quick. And I didn't know I was stabbed at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I just got punched in my sleep, you know what I'm saying? Or whatnot. So I didn't even know I was bleeding or anything like that. All I knew was I got tired and I got out of breath really quick. And I had laid back on the bed. And I was like, I'm like, chill. I'm like, come lay down. I'm like, chill. And they proceeded to say something or whatnot. Then I proceeded to continue to talk to them. So they was on top of me. They was on top of me, right? And I proceeded I proceeded to talk to them and try to calm them down, right? Because y'all know I got the gift of gab, so I'm trying to calm them down, let them know like everything was okay. And as I was talking, like I said, I didn't know I was stabbed. So keep in mind, I didn't know I was stabbed at all yet, y'all. But as I was talking, blood kept leaking out my neck. Blood kept leaking like it was squirting real bad. You know how you just pour a bottle of water and you can just hear it pour slowly, but you still hear it? It's like a squishy sound, right? And I was bleeding on my neck, and I ended up, like, you know, hearing the blood flow because my ears was right there, so I'm laying back, and I'm hearing it as I talk. And I ended up, like, looking up, and I had said, like, you know, what's going on? Then they said such and such. So after they said such and such, I said something again, trying to get them off me and calm them down, and they said such and such. Fuck it. They said, you trying to trick me, you don't mean it, and shit like that. So I'm, you know, I had said chill, and once I was continuing to talk,
wait. Oh my gosh.
So I was like, oh my gosh.
I didn't catch that at first.
On my neck, and I ended up, like, you know, hearing the blood flow because my ears was right there, so I'm laying back and I'm hearing it as I talk. And I ended up, like, looking up, and I had said, like, you know, what's going on? Then they said such and such. So after they said such and such, I said something again, trying to get them off me and calm them down, and they said such and such.
Trying to get them off.
Fuck it. They said, you trying to trick me, you don't mean it, and shit like that. So
that's what that mean. He was trying to sweet talk the nigga from stopping him from attacking him, and then he was basically trying to finesse him off of him, y'all. Like, trying to, boy, you in a life and death situation, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's what it was. It wasn't, I'm glad I rewinded it to listen to it again so we could comprehend that.
You know, I had said chill.
Because that's not what that was. I know we had to go back.
Sticking out my neck every time I talk, right? So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm bleeding. So I peek over, like while I'm laying down on my back, I peek over towards, like over the shoulder because he was sitting on top of me. And it was behind his back like this. And I peek over and I see that he holds something behind his back, and it's obviously a knife. So I see the knife, and I see it's one of my biggest knives that be in my kitchen. So I'm laying down, and I'm like, this motherfucker just stabbed me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this motherfucker just stabbed me. So I'm going to skip past what was being said in that moment and in that time frame. You know what I'm saying? I'm just let y'all know what happened. So as I keep talking, my neck just keep bleeding. So I had to realize, like, I'm getting lightheaded, I'm getting tired. I need to say some type of fight to get this boy off top of me.
Yeah, I don't think he was supposed to tell us what object, but shit, we knew it was a knife.
And trying to calm them down, I started to lose them. You could tell I started to lose them, so you can tell that nothing I said was mattering anymore or whatnot, and you can just tell because they started to grip the knife a little bit more, and they started to, like, maneuver their way up on me a little bit more, and I clocked it, so I'm like, okay, I'm finna have to fight. And I'm not gonna lie, I laid there and I was like, girl, I'm over this shit. It's always something. I was about to just say fuck it, you know what I'm saying? But I had a reason to live, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we all got a reason to live, and we should never give up on ourselves. I had a reason to live, and I still got a couple of bitches to read. So of course I put up a fight, because y'all know I don't mind fighting. So what happened was I ended up grabbing as they gripped it and tried to, stab me again, I ended up reaching up and I grabbed it. It pills with this hand. Mind you, this arm is good. So I'm like a one-arm bandit, right? So I grabbed it and then I slung them. So now I'm on my feet. So as I slung them, I hop off the bed and now I'm on my feet. And as I'm on my feet trying to defend myself and, fight this person off, I'm holding the hand that has the knife in it. I'm banging it on the wall. And I'm trying to make them drop the knife, but they would not let use of that knife. And y'all know I'm covered in blood. So everything for me is slippery. I don't have on no shoes and nothing, so everything for me is slippery. So I had a grip on the knife.
So most of us already watched it, so I'm just recapping it for a few more minutes, y'all. So y'all can
on the hand that has the knife in it.
And then we're gonna move on.
And I ended up losing my grip, because like I said, my hand was full of blood, and by my hand being full of blood, I couldn't continue to hold it. So after I ended up losing my grip, they ended up trying to tackle me. As they ended up trying to tackle me, they realized they couldn't get me down and things like that. And so they ended up snatching away from the tackle position that they had me in, and then they just started stabbing me in my back. I got stabbed in my back like 2 times, real bad, or whatnot. I got stabbed in my back 2 times, real bad. And after that, I just noticed I cannot beat no person up who have a knife, right? So I'm like, I cannot beat no person up who have a knife. So either you gonna make this last decision, because I'm telling you, I'm fighting the whole time, blood leaking out my neck, arm leaking real bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just stabbed up, wounded up, and they say either, in my head, I'm like, either I'm finna fight this and 50-50 win or lose, or I'm finna take this chance to run and get the fuck out of here. So when I got stabbed in my back the last 2 times, I ended up using my last little strength to push them real hard till they fell into the bathroom. So once I pushed them real hard, they fell into the bathroom. Once they fell into the bathroom, I looked at them on the ground, because I tossed his ass. I looked at him on the ground, and I'm like, I can hop on top of him and, try to tussle for this knife, but I might lose. So I just took off running. I held my neck, and I took off running down the hallway, and I went to go get help in the leasing office. Went down to my leasing office, my area was blood everywhere. Everybody was screaming, everybody was yelling. I'm super lightheaded, y'all know my hallway long as fuck. I'm super lightheaded, I'm tired. I barely can talk, I'm going in and out of it. And at that point in time, I couldn't remember nothing. All I could remember, upstairs, all I kept saying. And they ended up, I get on the ambulance, and I ended up, thinking about, how I almost just died. And how I'm still here, and, how if I had died, it would have been so many people that would have just been sad and, upset, and I don't know, it just was crazy. It was crazy to me, so I got rushed to the hospital. They instantly took me to the back. They started to stitch me up. They numbed me up. They started to stitch me up. They started to put me on this oxygen tank and stuff like that. They basically had to take care of me. And since I got stabbed in my back, they had to stick something up my hole or whatnot to make sure that he didn't hit none of my colons or anything like that. Or she said internal damage or whatnot. And basically, I was in the hospital. I couldn't eat. I couldn't swallow food because I had got stabbed in my throat. So, my throat was real swole. I couldn't swallow nothing. I couldn't eat nothing. And then they started off with water. And they see I was starting to drink water. So they said, okay, now you can start taking your pills. Because at first they wasn't giving me pills. They was giving me IVs. They was putting liquid medicine through the IVs or some shit like that. And once I was starting to swallow water, they saw okay, this medicine is working, and we put in an IV, so we're gonna put you on some pills now so you can swallow those pills. Once they saw I was swallowing 1 or 2 pills, they took it up a little bit more, then they tried to give me food, and that's what I posted on my Instagram. That was the only food I had while I was in the hospital, and I barely ate that, and now my throat do feel way better. And I'm gonna be good. It's a lot of stuff that I couldn't say on here or whatnot. There's a lot of stuff that y'all gonna gag at that I cannot say just yet. But no, that was really a crazy experience for me. It was really scary. And everybody was like, well, what was the reason. It has to be a reason. Sometimes a person don't need a reason.
Okay, so we could pause it at this part, and then I got the full clip of the mother talking